There's so many people. This seems to be the place.
Ruan Mei, member 81 of the Genius Society, a resounding name in science and the veritable epitome of life form cultivation. Researchers here have heard so much about her for so long. But once she arrived on the space station, she just took over everything. And what did Madame hurt to do? Absolutely nothing. Yes, she's treating this place like her backyard. She's leaving her research notes all over the floor. The end result? Everyone's obsessed with getting their hands on them.
Molten cheese tart is the best. Its outlook is infectious. Its positive mood has influenced us all. What's our slogan again? 1. Stop complaining. Change your attitude and use the delicious molten cheese tart to stop the flow of negative energy. 2. Energize yourself. Increase your capacity for action and walk on the path of molten cheese tart's absolute conviction.
Our creed, molten cheese tart is the best. Oh, praise be! You don't know? Molten cheese tart is Madame Ruan Mei's top fan. This is how it preaches. Those who offer their love are expressing admiration and affection for Miss Ruan Mei. Oh, let me tell you something. Mr. Screwthum's followers are all very logical, but they're just awaiting the arrival of the mechanical aristocracy. Since you're so interested, I'll tell you how to secure an audience with the Honorable Molten Cheese Tart. You'll need to work hard to get there. You need to plaster hearts wherever Madame Ruan Mei has been. If you're sincere enough, the Honorable Molten Cheese Tart will show itself.
I heard Madame Ruan Mei is very picky when it comes to snacks. Do you know what her favorites are?
I don't know about her, but I love fermented herring. So, I really can't say anything about her.
Did I ask about your favorites? Also, that's disgusting. What's wrong with you?
Ruan Mei likes to listen to the space station radio during her research. Some of us younger researchers are her super fans. We're always scanning different frequencies to find out what her tastes are. Do you know her favorite tunes by any chance?
No idea. I just listen to comedy skits. So, I really can't say anything about her.
As expected. You look like you belong in a comedy skit yourself.
Hey, guess what I got my hands on? Word on the street is that this is the downgraded version of Ruan Mei's life cultivation formula. It says 10 carats of ingenuity, 1 ton of practice, 30 particles of starquake, and a few drops of poisonous liquor for Madame Yu Tintu. Rumor has it that it once created a talking chair. Not a particularly intelligent one, but boy, did it have a sharp tongue. They dismantled it and used it for firewood. Can you believe it? Let's give it a shot, shall we? First things first, we need to pick out the ingredients. We need to add some other good stuff in, but don't go overboard. And now we mix them together. Wait! It says on the recipe, Ruan Mei makes different expressions when nurturing life. Yikes. Take a look at what you just cultivated.
So this is the little life form Ruan Mei made?
I am humbled to meet the Molten cheese tart. What are you frozen in place for? Oh, you don't understand the Honorable Tart. That's okay. No worries for situations like this. We've specifically concocted a synesthesia beacon.
Wakaka! I'm a genius among geniuses! That was way too risky.
Oh, Molten cheese tart says Madame Ruan Mei has finally recognized my ingenuity. Molten cheese tart says, does Madame Ruan Mei recognize me as a masterpiece? Molten cheese tart says, Madame Ruan Mei still has not recognized me as a life form that passes the requirements. I need to work harder. Oh, such an enthusiastic molten cheese tart. There's a kind of attachment reserved for the creator. To the world, you are but one person. But to me, you are the entire world. Oh, Madame Ruan Mei. Hey, you! Yes, you! Don't you have anything you want to say to Molten cheese tart? You should at least express how you would like to follow Molten cheese tart. We wouldn't want to mistake you for an agent of gray bean paste, would we? Good! You have great taste! You see, the Honorable Molten Cheese Tart has always been fighting against gray bean paste in terms of flavor. The Honorable Molten Cheese Tart is a firm believer that people's lives need to be optimistic. They both hope to receive Madame Ruan Mei's recognition and have been working so hard. You need to call it the Honorable Molten Cheese Tart. It's genuinely puzzling. Despite Molten Cheese Tart's remarkable qualities, why hasn't Madame Ruan Mei acknowledged it? It's clear that it yearns for her love. Love from the creator to her creation? Familiar love? Doesn't sound right. Romantic love? Definitely not. I don't know. Expecting me to understand love is like asking me to map the farthest reaches of the universe. Remember, as long as love is your compass, you're on the right track. And in the wise words of the Honorable Molten Cheese Tart, love must be shouted from the rooftops. That depends if the Honorable Tart agrees to it. Oh? The Honorable Molten Cheese Tart has agreed.
You're here. Herta called Screwlum and I to the space station to discuss some important topics. She also sent an invite to Steven, but he didn't reply, and Herta didn't seem to want to wait any longer. And now, I wish for you to attend this meeting with me. I don't want Herta to worry herself over these frivolous matters, even though she probably wouldn't care anyway. Just in case, I want someone who will be on my side. In other words, you. Help me. It'll be easy. Just remember, my secret stays with you, don't pry too much, and keep your expressions in check. All right, let's go.
Hi, Ruan Mei. I've been waiting for you. Oh, you're here too? Looks like you two have become quite friendly.
It's good to see you, sir. Affirmation. This reunion has happened earlier than my calculations predicted.
Though you weren't invited, I welcome you to remember this historical moment. How long has it been since 3 geniuses were in the same room together? And how long will we have to wait for it to happen again?
Affirmative. Discounting our discussions on the simulated universe, our interactions are scarce. I look forward to the innovative ideas that may emerge from this juxtaposition of minds.
Let me get straight to the point. I think it's time to find another partner for the simulated universe.
You wish to kick Steven out?
No, of course not. Steven doesn't want to get involved and voted to abstain. Oh, whatever. Look, I respect the way people want to live, but he doesn't have the chance to be involved in this decision-making anymore.
Question. Are we introducing a 5th partner for the simulated universe?
Yes, a 5th genius. The reason for our gathering is clear to everyone present. What else could prompt such a gathering of brilliant minds except for the answer? No one can refuse the secret of the eons. Not even Xandar. We'll definitely get a response.
What if the responder is Polka Kakamond?
That'd be great! Hey, Lord of Silence, are you listening? I'm member number 83, Herta, and I want to meet you. I believe you and I will have a lot to talk about.
It's unlikely we'll hear from Polka Kakamond. She's been off the grid for quite some time. Probability, member number 64, Dr. Primitive, may appear.
hard pass. Given Dr. Primitive's shady research practices and his tussle with the Galaxy Rangers, the IPC will surely turn this into a media circus. He can get lost. I'd prefer it if the simulated universe remained scandal-free. What about you, Ching-Tu? Are you still in touch with her, Ruan Mei? Is she still alive?
Can we ask him to leave if we are to discuss this topic? The process will be long and boring. There's no need to take up other people's time.
Of course! You brought him in after all. It's up to you.
All right, let me walk you out.
And what the heck is this?
Seems like a programming error.
This fragment of Ruan Mei. Have you seen it in the simulated universe before?
It's probably an isolated glitch.
Fine. I'm used to turning a blind eye to these things. It makes life easier. I am curious, though. Are you gonna keep it, Ruan Mei?
I probably will. Records indicate he likes this occurrence.
All right, I agree. As long as it helps you with your research, you can do whatever you want.
Come along. I'll see you out. It appears I was overthinking things. Impulsive behavior is pretty characteristic of her after all. Thankfully, it was just a minor scare. Still, meetings give me such a headache. It seems I'll have to stay put for a while. I see that you've recovered the life form in the Master Control Zone. Thank you. Well done. No, you misunderstand. While Herta is tied up in meetings, you might find it more convenient to roam the space station. There's some things that I must tell you now. If I wait for the meeting to finish, then it might be too late. The retrieval of my life forms isn't complete yet. There's more than just one, and some are stored in a sealed zone. Herta uses that place to welcome visitors from across the stars, or to welcome members of the Genius Society. However, due to the Legion's invasion, it is no longer open to the public. And now my headache is stored there. There's much you don't know about the space station, and even more about Herta. But there is some information I can give you. That place is also used to welcome non-humanoid visitors, and has a shuttle that connects to outer space. I'm giving you my access card. Give me your hand, and I'll input your fingerprint into it. Stay vigilant, Assistant. Should you come across a threat you can't handle, just alert me. I'll come to your aid no matter what. Remember, there is a giant incubator in the middle of the zone. That's where my headache is stored. Once you're back, come find me on the railway platform. Then you'll understand everything.
What would a sealed zone look like? this unit. It looks different from the one in the Master Control Zone.
Buzz, Madam Herta, open zone. Buzz, to welcome alien species, galactic visitors. High risk zone. Buzz, service staff, inorganic life forms. Buzz. Permission status. Madam Ruan Mei. Permissions granted. Madam Herta, fine. As long as it keeps her happy. Buzz. Class 1, clearance zone. Buzz. Many esteemed guests. Buzz. May include dangerous persons. Buzz. Storage for Madam Herta's dangerous curios. Buzz. Madam Ruan Mei's cultivated life forms. Buzz. Welcome. Buzz. Visitor, how can I help? Fry leftover rice. Buzz. Fry leftover rice. Buzz. Welcome. Visitor, what do you need? Buzz. Conclusion. You cannot enter. Probability 50%. Other paths are open. Assessment. Seeking directions. Buzz. Suggestion. Proceed to basement. Locate records of cultivation path. Buzz. Fry leftover rice. Buzz. Fry leftover rice. Buzz.
the phase flame is fascinating. Unfortunately, before the research could be completed, it vanished. I've initiated new attempts. The growth status of the two samples this time is promising. I incorporated personal taste preferences into the concept, but I'm uncertain about the outcome of such an action. They simultaneously possess two sets of emotional traits. They are at once cute, weak, sentimental, and sensitive, yet are also fierce, instigating, demanding, and confident. Interestingly, they also possess a kind of inclination, a yearning for their creator. It manifests as a natural, inherent emotion, similar to that of a baby towards its mother. Life towards sustenance, or the peculiar bond between humans.
Huh? What's that sound out there? This is the headache Ruan Mei mentioned? It's just a different flavor. I'm not one of Ruan Mei's recognized works. Too much negative energy. Don't like negative energy. Ruan Mei! Why am I a failure? What's that noise? Follow me. It'll be okay. I need to find a place for this little one. That sound seems to be from that locked room. How do I get in?
May as well kill them all. The human body is beautiful in its fragility. Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Just as my calculations predicted.
That breathing sensation.
I'm asking the questions. SAS per kid. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood. Never stop thinking. 0 points. Next.
Destiny's course.
The seal of ill fate descends.
Fail. Get out. Let's test your knowledge.
Destiny's course.
Again, the ill tidings manifest.
Let's make it quick. Batter up!
Relax.
Just as my calculations predicted.
I never imagined there'd be so many of them. You are here too? Seems like this is the other end of that one-way path.
The final days that member number 23 Echa spent in the mechanical city showed me that even the longest of lives, such as hers, have a limit. I'm now certain that the outcome of this cultivation is failure. Life can exist in thousands of different forms, which means the form itself has no purpose. These life forms are very advanced in their own concepts, and can even trigger chain reactions such as synesthesia. But that is not what I desire. I'm starting to feel lost. Perhaps the question, what is the essence of life, never had an answer. Member 1, Sandar, have you ever felt this lost or resigned?
Are you telling me to keep going?
Life is countless and varied in form. I firmly believe in that. Its beauty is like a myriad of flowers, and I want to pluck the one that never wilts. The patterns of all things always have complicated and enchanting exteriors, while their inner essences remain simple and plain. If we were to trace things back to their roots, just one equation would be enough to solve the confusion of all life. Ever since I was a child, I have always delighted in observing aspects of microscopic creatures, such as the speed with which slime molds devour objects. I have also gazed far and wide across the macroscopic world, investigating the progress of the universe up to this day. It was all very simple. I wished to discover the true essence of life, something that all individuals possess unknowingly, whether it is the materialism of their existence or an unknown entity beyond corporeal realms. To avoid blind faith in science, I cautiously raised a query. Would Ruan Mei be able to peel away external influences? Just like pinpointing a coordinate, would she be able to uncover life's most primordial and beautiful form of existence? I thought of one life form that would truly lie beyond my reach, and that is...
Memories are ever changed beneath the silent waters. Lies an endless abyss!
Good times never last. Time to say bye.
Just as my calculations predicted.
Sounds fitting. Stay here for a bit. Did something just open?
Only Madame Ruan Mei has permissions. Please submit your ID. Buzz. Permissions granted. Buzz. Select from the below services. 1. Check historical incubation records. 2. Inorganic lifeform companionship chat service. This function has been damaged. Buzz.
Is this?
I thought of one life form that would truly lie beyond my reach. And that is an emanator. I cannot comprehend what an emanator is. Scholars view them as the executors of the Eon's power. So, when did it begin? And at what point did they become closer to the Eons than any other life form? At first, I tried to create a genius. I failed. That question has no solution yet, and a long journey of discovery still lies ahead. However, erudition isn't the only path in the universe. If we set logic aside, would there be more primitive and pure emanators on other paths? Of course there would be. Tazyronth. I was able to see the beginning and end of the swarm disaster through the simulated universe, obtain data on the Imperator and Sectorum and their descendants, replicate them, nurture them, and create a brand new scientific discipline. It is a logical decision. I will certainly succeed. The entity that I reconstruct will bloom into a life never before seen. Will Herta and Screwlum like this experiment? Most likely not. Therefore, before they realize what I am doing, I must hurry my work, as well as find a fitting assistant.
Permission granted. Buzz. Select from the below services. 1. Check visitor records. 2. Open incubator entrance. Madame Ruan Mei. Buzz. Alien species. Buzz. Man with plaster head. Buzz.
Seems like there's something new.
Permission granted. Buzz.
That sound's coming from above.
Destiny's cold again. Ill tidings manifest.
Let's go. Batter up!
Stand still.
Just as my calculations predicted.
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
SAS Percipi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
Just a scratch.
Caught in the net.
0 points. Next.
Relax.
The threads of destiny, the seal of ill fate, descends.
Someone in the distance. Who is that?
Here, a genius move. And how will you counter it? Only an idiot would ask such a question. Just move this here. You look distressed. Something the matter? If that's the case, you better get thinking. Are you waiting for a sign? Time is ticking. Descend via the elevator. What you seek is there. Have you considered whether the answer to your question will be of any relevance to our current predicament? If a question is of no help, then don't ask it. Time is clearly precious to the both of us. Never mind. Allow me to clarify something. I know exactly and I'm aware you are in Ruan Mei's employ. This was not my intended destination. I just happened to find my way here during my visit and saw what she was up to. My goals are roughly aligned with yours. Since you're here, I won't intercede. But should you fail, I will be forced to prevent some avoidable misfortunes. That's all you need to know. Just 2 paragraphs. Very effective communication. Because I can't bear to see idiots. Of course, they wouldn't want to see me either. The real Ruan Mei's creation is hidden in the giant incubator below us. Go. Take the elevator and bear witness to this genius masterpiece.
Of propagation clone? How can that be?
Do you have answers? Let's test your knowledge.
What would you like to know this time? Here, all yours.
Relax. May as well kill them all.
Rules are made to be broken!
Memories are ever-changing. Beneath the silent waters lies an endless abyss!
This won't take long.
Never stop thinking. Fail. Get out.
The threads of destiny aren't chosen. The seal of ill fate descends.
Let's go.
Think.
Again, the ill tidings manifest.
Let's make it quick. Destroy the space station.
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom. That breathing sensation. Remember it.
Let's test your knowledge. 0 points. Next. SAS per Kibbe. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
What would you like to know this time?
Fail. Get out.
Relax.
0 points. Next. Mediocre.
Let's go.
Rules are made to be broken!
May as well kill them all. This won't take long.
Memories are ever-changing. Beneath the silent waters lies an endless abyss!
After 56 seconds, the creature was unable to sustain its own existence and vanished as if it had never been born. The threat is over. Time to get going.
Is it over? I need to get some answers out of Ruan Mei.